We shall pass on to illustration 12. This is now illustration 12. Here, Valluvar is a sole trader dealing in textiles. From the following transactions, pass journal entries for the month of March 2018. Valluvar is a sole trader. So, in the books of Valluvar, the books of Valluvar, journal entries. We should draw the format as usual. First column for date, second one for particulars, third one for ledger folio, fourth one for debit, fifth one for credit. So, date, particulars, ledger folio, debit, rupees 5, and the credit, rupees 5. Date here, it is March 2018. 2018 March. The first item only, we write both the year and the month. For the rest of the items, for the rest of the transactions, we write simply the date first. Commenced business with cash, with goods. So, what comes in? Cash comes in, cash account, data. Goods comes in, stock account, data. The amount is 90,000, 60,000. Right. These two items are invested into the business, so they are called capital. Whose capital? Valluvar's capital. So, Valluvar's capital account. Narration, business commenced. Use the words what is given in the question itself. Business commenced. If it is started, you write business started. Whatever it is given, you can write. For the credit, the total of all debits, 90,000 plus 60,000, 1,50,000. So, by this time you should be thorough with this. What column is very important for you? The date as it is given in the problem you are writing. The amount as it is given in the problem you are writing. Your only task is to fill up the particulars column. For this we should use the golden rules. Okay? Here cash comes in. See the second rule of debit. Real account. What comes in? Cash comes in and the goods comes in. We don't write the term goods, therefore stock account data. We write it. Okay. Other things, Then these two items on the credit it appears only the liability and the capital. Here these two items are liabilities or capital we can consider it. Therefore this is valuer's capital account. Right? Then leave a line gap, one line. Then second, purchased 20 ready-made shirts from X and Co. on credit. When 20 ready-made shirts are purchased, see the rules, no receiver, anything comes in, ready-made shirts are coming in. Okay, very important question, listen. What comes in when ready-made shirts are purchased? Ready-made shirts are coming in. So, what you should write? Ready-made shirts account data, you will write. But, what is given in the top you see? Valuer is a sole trader dealing in textiles. Valuer, a man or a person who is running the textile shop, and therefore all the textile materials in this problem are goods. You should treat them on as goods. Goods, what is the definition of goods? Goods na enna definition சொல்றாங்க? The things which are bought for the purpose of sales. விற்கிறதுக்காக வாங்குறது மட்டும்தான் goods. A textile owner buys the textile items only for the purpose of sales. அவன் விற்கிறதுக்காக மட்டும்தான் வாங்குறான். Not for his personal use. Therefore, for a textile owner, for a textile shop owner, textile items are goods. For a motorcycle dealer, motorcycle is a goods. For paddy merchant, paddy is goods. So, you must remember them. So, that is why you should go through the heading. Valuer is a person dealing in textiles. So, here all the textile items are goods. Therefore, what we should write when textiles are bought, purchases account data. This is very important. You cannot write the textile account data or ready-made shirts account data. No. Here, those items are goods. Therefore, purchases account data. 2. Whether the amount is paid or not. From X and Co on credit. So borrowed on loan basis. See, these items, 20 ready-made shirts are bought on credit basis or for loan. So nothing goes up. No cash has goes up. No, this rule is not applicable. But credit the giver who has given X and Co is the creditor. X and Co only has given, therefore to X and Co account. Narration. Credit purchase. Here you should clearly mention credit purchase of ready-made shirts. 20 ready-made shirts. Clear purchase, credit purchase of 20 ready-made shirts. 20 ready-made shirts. The amount is 10,000. Right. Leave a line gap. The next on third. Cash deposited into bank through cash deposit machine. Cash deposited into bank through cash deposit machine. This is on third. See the debit rule. When cash is deposited, who is the receiver? Bank is the receiver. So, bank account data. bank account data. And the amount is deposited in the cash deposit machine. So what goes out? See the second rule. First, no giver. For the giver, no answer in the question. What goes out? Cash goes out. Whether it is deposited in the bank, whether it is deposited into the deposit machine, whatever it is, what goes out? Cash goes out. So bank account data to cash account. Deposited in machine, deposit machine, that is machine, deposited in machine. The amount is 30,000. 30,000. Then after third, fourth one, purchased 10 ready-made sarees from Y and Go by cash. Purchased 10 ready-made sarees for a textile shop, whether it is a shirt or sarees or whatever the textile materials, they are all generally called goods here. So when goods are purchased, purchases account data. Once again, purchases account data. Purchases account data. 2. Whether the cash is paid. Purchased 10 ready-made sarees from Y and Go by cash. Cash is paid. So what goes out? Cash goes out to cash account. Narration, cash, purchase. Narration, cash, purchase. The amount here is 6,000. 6,000 cash purchase. We shall continue the other journal entries now. Yes, now after fourth, the fifth one, paid X and Go through NEFT. Paid X and Go on fifth. Paid X and Go means paid to X and Go. So who is the receiver? X and Go is the receiver. Paid X and Co means paid to X and Co. When cash is paid to X and Co, who is the receiver? X and Co is the receiver. X and Co account data. Right. Through NEFT, if it is of bank mode, who is the giver there? Bank is the giver. So, to bank account. For X and Co, how much should have been paid? 10,000 already on second it is. X and Co, it must be 10,000. So that amount is paid now to X and Co. So from that transaction you can find the amount. In this there is no amount given. Only from this second transaction you should find the amount paid. Paid through net. Paid through net. Then, after fifth, 6, sold 5 sarees to A and Co on credit, paid to A and Co on credit. That is, sold 5 sarees to A and Co. A to A and Co, 5 sarees were sold. See the debit rule. Debit the receiver, debit what comes in. When the sarees were sold for cash, cash will come in. But here it is on credit. Therefore, who is the receiver? A and Co is the receiver. So, A and Co account data. Since the sarees were sold on credit, what goes out? See the second rule, sarees goes out. Here sarees are goods, therefore goods goes out. For goods we can write sales account. When the goods are purchased, purchases account data. When goods are sold, to sales account credita. To sales account credita, the amount is 4,000. Amount is 4,000. Narration. Credit sales. Credit sale of 5 sarees. Sale of 5 sarees. Credit sale of 5 sarees. Then after 6, one line, leave a gap. 7th one. A and Co deposited the amount due in cash deposit machine. A and Co deposited the amount due. What is the amount due to A and Co? 4,000 rupees. This amount is deposited into the cash deposit machine by A and Co. When the amount is deposited into cash deposit machine, what should be the debit entry? When amount is deposited into the cash deposit machine, who is the receiver? Bank is the receiver. Therefore, bank account data through any mode, if amount is received, who is the receiver? Bank is the receiver. So, bank account data to 7th one. Deposited due in cash deposit machine. Then go to the credit rule. Who is the giver? A and Co only deposited the amount into the cash deposit machine. Then who is the giver? A and Co is the giver. A and Co is cash deposit machine la patta podram. Who is the giver? A and Co is the giver. So bank account data to A and Co account. What is the amount due? This is 4,000 rupees. So 4,000 rupees. 4,000. Narration. Cash deposited in machine. Cash deposited in machine. In machine. That is the deposit machine. Cash deposited in machine. I draw necessary columns only here. And the next date is 8th. Purchased 20 sarees from Izzat and Co. Here the textile materials are goods, so goods are purchased. Whatever the type of text materials purchased, they are called goods. Therefore, goods are purchased, so we can write purchases account data. Purchases account data. And how it is paid, and paid through debit card. Whatever the method of paying connected with the bank is critical. I said in the last problem also, whether it is paid through debit card, credit card, ATM card, RTGS, net, internet banking, whatever the check, whatever it is. For all these things, bank is the source, therefore bank is the giver. So purchases account data to bank account. And for 12,000 it is purchased. Narration. Paid through debit card. Paid through debit card. So debit card 8. 9th one. One line gap 9. Stationery purchased for and paid through net banking. Stationery purchased for, only for the goods we should write purchases account data. But for other items, what all we buy, that item account data. Here the stationery is purchased, therefore stationery account data. Stationery comes in. Stationery account data. And how it is paid, and paid through net banking. So for this, bank is the giver, therefore to bank account. Stationery account data to bank account. The amount is 6,000. Amount is 6,000. And how it is paid, it is clearly mentioned there, paid through net banking. So here you should write by what mode it is paid, paid through net banking. Paid through net banking. Then leave a line gap. 10. For 10, bank charges paid. Bank charges levied 200. See, this is a special item. Listen very carefully. Bank charges levied. What do you mean by bank charge? Bank charge is the charge collected by the bank for the duty it has done on behalf of a customer. For the services rendered by the bank on behalf of the customer. கஸ்டமருக்காக சில வேலைகளை செய்யும் பேங்க், அதுக்கு ஒரு அமௌண்ட் எடுத்துக்கும். That amount is called bank charges. So for the business, what should be debited? Is there any receiver? No. Is it anything is coming in? Bank charge pay comes in? Nothing. Debit all expenses. Bank charges is an expense, is it? Yes, it is an expense. Bank charges is an expense. Therefore, by rule, debit all expenses. Bank charges account data. Bank charges account data. And go to the credit rule. Anything goes out, second rule, nothing. Who is the giver? Bank is the giver. So, to bank account, bank charges account data to bank account, it is the amount 200. Bank charges account data to bank account. Bank charges levied. Bank charges levied. Bank charges levied. This is a special entry. Once again listen. What do you mean by bank charge? Bank to do some service on behalf of us. For that, bank is collected some money from us. It doesn't mean it will not send notice and ask us to pay. From our account, it will take the amount or debit the amount automatically. நம்ம அக்கௌண்ட்லேருந்து தானாக எடுத்துக்கும் பேங்க் நம்மகிட்ட கேட்காது. You should remember that. So, bank charges is an expense to the business, and who is the giver? From the bank account itself, it is debited. Therefore, bank is the giver to bank account. Okay. In this, we have completed that illustration. 12 also. We shall continue the rest.